Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we're traipsing through the roadside brush, finding two dead bodies slumped against a partially dug grave. I hope everyone's well. Let's get to it. One of them still clutches what looks to be a valuable coil gun, which is to, it's a way to quickly administer contraception. Pry the aerostat coil gun from the corpse. Gains +2 bonus damage for every card played this turn. That's pretty cool. That is rather cool. It's a battle card. For battle. An older model, but extremely reliable. The latter recruits replaces with the first one. Yeah. Still tired. Still same evening that I'm recording these, by the way. So yes, I'm still yawning, and I can't help it. Don't have a crack addiction. If only. So we could take that. I mean, that's fine as an item, but that's not huge. You know? Although when this card is draw another card is kind of cool. Do you know when it's used? When this card is draw another card. Is that what replenish is? Surely it's replenishes when you have used something, and then it... I don't know, whatever. Although I think... Oh, that upgrades max resolve. I like that. Let's do this. Let's do this instead. Because, yeah, resolve of 30. Bring it up by 4. That's a pretty big jump. Actually, that's what? Like 14%? Something like that? I'm pretty much guessing. I'm not that great at maths. But I think it's around there. 12, 15%? Something like that. Anyway, finish the burial and depart with a clear conscience. You spend some time finishing the burial job, leaving the bodies with their possessions. Despite everything you've been through, at least you can still trust your intentions. Aww. I like that. And because we did the right thing, it gave us a certain amount of smugness that meant that, you know, people arguing with us. We know that we're in the right. We buried some people instead of robbing them. So, you know, it's like being vegan, I guess. Leave no one behind. Hello, Ulo. Hello, Sal. Get paid. You're right. It's neither was still alive when I got there. And the spree were trying to get intel out of her. I got her out, though. And it sounds like she never talked. Yep. She reported back just before you got here. And she said that she didn't talk. Anyway, and she looks sincere enough when she pledges her undying loyalty. My mentor would have told me to run her through a series of increasingly alienating mind games to really test her commitment. But that just sounds like a little work for me. And ultimately, I don't really have much use for a soldier who's that inflexible anyway. You ran a very strange operation, Ulo. Well, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have been willing to work with you. You gross freak. Fair point. I mean, hey. Ulo likes us, doesn't love us. We didn't save her life, after all. We did get paid 200 shills, though. I also really like that the money is called shills. You know, because you have to shill out for things. And, you know, if you're accepting money for doing stuff, like you've become a shill. It's just, yeah, it's fun. Let's pick a graft reward. Let's have a look. So we can only equip one more battle graft. So maybe we should get a negotiation one. Although the battle one might be great. Pets have plus 10% health in battle. That is pointless. We cannot have those. Your first attack in each battle applies 3 wound. So wound, attacks inflict 1 bonus damage on this target. At the beginning of their turn, reduce wound by 1. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So that's an additional 5 damage on any enemy that we attack first. Over the course of 3. Well, actually, I say that. It's more than that, because it's per turn. So that is, provided we attack 3 times a turn, that's an additional 9, 15 damage, maybe? I don't know. It's lots. It's lots of additional damage. So, Kludger. Common negotiation graft. At the start of your turn, steal up to 4 composure from a random enemy augment. Huh. At the start of your turn. So is that every single turn we steal 4 composure? Which means we gain 4 composure, provided the enemy has it. So if they're playing very defensive, we get all of their defenses. Is that good? It's a weird one. It's a weird one to have, but... God, these are both pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to go with a Kludger. That sounds super unique, just to, like, take their defenses away. It means we can destroy enemy augments. Sorry, augments. Arguments. Have I been saying augments, like, a lot? I feel like I probably have. Anyway, steal composure. So it basically means we can just strip the armor from things, so we can kill stuff quicker. I say kill. It's the argument thing. See, this is the problem Right, this is the problem with gaming in general, and this is why I really appreciate the existence of this game and others that do similar things. Because having like conversation be the fighting mechanic, it's not actually battle, but it has the same mechanics as battle. So the lingo is always kill this, destroy this. It's not kill or destroy. It's I don't even know what it is because it's just there's not a common parlance for these kind of mechanics, which I think is awesome. I think it's really cool that like it just shows that the games are moving in a like a unique direction, which I think is great because the threat has always been fight a thing, but like that's not very relatable. Frankly, it's easy to understand, sure, but it's not very relatable. You know, it's why you always get in those positions where it's like we're the good guys. You just murdered 50 people. Yeah, we're the good guys. You know, it's stupid. So, anyway, but this isn't an exclusive arrangement. If you have other work that needs doing, go for it. Let's ask about Murder Bay. Were you born in Murder Bay? I was, actually. No, I'm supposed to pretend otherwise. 2 of my siblings were born in Deltry, the most powerful nation in the world, located on the mainland across the sea. Alright then. And my parents would have preferred that for all of us. That sounds loaded. My parents are minor nobility. They offended the delicate sensibilities of some mainland oozer or another. Suddenly, they find themselves in soft, voluntary exile to Hervaria. Now, the entire brood is supposed to redeem them, so we can all go home. Seems like a lot of pressure. Not if you don't keep it under a lid. I have my outlets. Let's remind myself I'm here because I want to be. Oh. Ask about her underlings. How do the other officers feel about you working with a hunter? Oh, they had a few choice words. Some because of their pride, others because maybe they don't want you figuring out what they're up to. We had dirty cops on the Derrick too. Getting the upper hand on them was a speciality of mine. Is that right? Guess you needed to be wily to work your debt off as fast as you did. Well, if you see a chance to pull that, put that skill to use, I'm all ears. I'll keep that in mind. Let's ask about Nadan. If you wanted to cut corners, maybe we should recruit some help. There's another guy who wanted me to help me get into the auction. What was his name? Nadan? Ha, Nadan. You know him? Oh, sure. He's only tried to kill me about 5 times. It's a good thing you came to me, because I'm going to take him down. And if you were working with him, I'd take you down along with him. Just something to keep in mind. Someone in my position might be suspicious of a hunter asking so many personal questions. Hey, no offense meant. None taken. I love her look. Just that pout is amazing. As with most Admiralty, Lasco is only hard on crime that doesn't pay. Uniform itches like you wouldn't believe. Oh, I can buy cards from her, huh? Shrapnel grenade. Gets destroyed after you use it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good, though. Puts on wound and exposure. That destroys after one use. That destroys after... They all get destroyed after a single use. Wow. Alright. Jeez. Be that way. Yeah, let's not bother. Although we're rolling in money right now. We are rolling in money, so maybe I will buy one. Maybe I will buy something. Should we get a shrapnel grenade? Might be fun just to throw that at something one day. These other ones are quite useful, generally. That's a negotiation card. Gain 3 influence. That is actually really useful. Because we are using influence for everything. And let's get a shrapnel grenade as well. So we spent 150 on cards, but, you know, it's all good. I mean, we're getting like 200 per quest, so who cares? Speed Tonic. 2 random cards in hand cost 0 until played. Huh. Replenish, destroyed after 1 use. Or we can heal a bit. We really don't need to heal, so I guess I go for that. Although... Oh, that's another quest. Okay. A challenging one, too. There's another couple here. God. A lot of quests, huh? Oh, do we get a card for that? Is that the Bounty Hunter? Get a new card, Bounty Hunter. Okay, so we get that card specifically if we complete it, which is Incept 1 Wanted. When destroyed, owner loses 6 to 9 resolve and gains 1 impatience. Okay. So it gives them a wanted, and then we destroy it, and they lose resolve and gain impatience. Impatience make them do more damage to us, but they lose a bunch of resolve. That's a weird card. That is a very strange card. to me. That seems odd to me. Although I guess we can just sort of put it there, and as a finishing move, we can use it. So we can use that to literally finish them, right? Which I kind of like the sound of. That's kind of useful, because we can just stick the bounty on them, and then we collect the bounty, and that's how we win. Although we don't collect the bounty, because it's a negotiation card, so it's not like we make them surrender and send them to jail. But, alright, we're probably going to do that anyway, because it's challenging. And I don't want to, you know, I don't want to push it. Because now that I look at it, we're not getting that many. We're not getting that much money. Oh, there is bonus money there. Which seems odd. So we're getting money plus money for the reward for that, which is interesting. Alright, let's go get this card. You track down Asnitho's quarters within the sprawling military complex. Place is crawling with admiralty. It would be suicide to certify here. You're a bystander. Rather than a corpse, so, you know, progress. Asnitho is happy to see you. Hey Sal, I found something the other day. Made me think of you. You don't have to take it if it'll bog you down, but it's yours. Yeah, I'll take it. Because, you know, it makes two things cost nothing. So, yeah. Might as well. Sure, Asnitho. Thanks. Put it to good use, yeah? Might as well. And here are the missions again. So, private security. Leisha has heard that bandits are coming to rob her store and is looking for help defending her property. Join Goni at an ambush point. Goni's the guy that we convinced that we worked for those guys, which is hilarious. At an ambush point and help choose robbery targets. We're going to cut the loot if you both survive. We do know that he works for Nadan, who Ula is after, so I'm not sure I want to do that. So, maybe we'll do the bounty hunting one. That sounds fun, right? Oh, private security sounds good too. We can help out Leisha, who... It would be nice to have some people who aren't affiliated with, like, the military or a gang or something. Also, because it's a store, we can get discounts from them. And it pays well. The focus is battle, but that's fine. We've got plenty of health. And if we alternate between them... Well, I say if we alternate. I guess, yeah, if we do alternate, like every time we do a battle, we'll get some resolve back. And then we can do resolve, because it means we won't be losing more health, so it still helps to alternate. Which I kind of like. I like that thing. Anyway, there's Blaine. Still doesn't like us much. He's intimidated. That's hilarious. Intimidated people will not join battle against you. So we've screwed him over so much that he doesn't want to fight us anymore. Which is pretty funny. But it means, you know, he doesn't hate us. He's terrified. Oh my god. You know what some of the expressions and things remind me of with this game, actually? It's Curse of Monkey Island. It has that vibe. For sure. Also, if you guys haven't played Curse of Monkey Island, you get it really cheap on Steam. Brilliant adventure game. Fantastic. That's Curse of Monkey Island. It's Monkey Island 3, technically. It's the first one that wasn't like pixel graphics. It was much like this. It was like a comic book. It was really attractive, really funny game. Highly recommend it. Oh, and it's voiced, which is rare for games of the time. But anyway, greetings once again. Let's see if she's got any cards that I want. They all get destroyed after a single use. I actually like how this works, because it'd be weird if you could buy a technique. You know? So, like, a way of convincing someone or whatever. There's certain things that, obviously, you learn by doing, and you will learn new ways to approach a situation. But you're not going to be able to learn a new way to approach a situation by buying it. Which is why all of the things that you buy are destroyed after one use, because they're all utility items. You know? They're all things that have utility rather than... You're not learning a skill. So of course they get destroyed after one use. So it makes a lot of sense. So I really like that. It's a thematic thing. Like, you never pick a card of like, oh, a gun. Right? I pick gun as my card for winning this combat. Because where did you get a gun from? You know? You don't learn how to shoot, like, how to have a gun. So I think it's really cool. I think it's really nice. It's something I hadn't really thought about until then. But it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, the context is all there. They've really thought about this, clearly. So, opportunity, private security. Let's do it. Where does he need some help? Huh, yeah, and you look like you could cut it. One of those spree types was sniffing around my shop yesterday, like they were casing the joint, you know? I got my guard to chase them out, but I know how those scum operate. They'll be back. Leisha has heard that bandits are coming to rob her store and is looking for help defending her property. Easy. I'm not sure what they said to him yesterday, but he's been acting strange ever since. Oh, before the spree ride, probably want to check in my guard. Yeah, alright. Oh. Oh, wow, okay. We can convince her to give me some supplies. This is so good! I love this mechanic. Like, it just leads to so much more dynamic things, because you would be like, well, I'm helping you out, you help me out, right? Like, you've got to have some good stuff in here to help me defend the place. Better giving it to me than giving it to the bandits. I'm putting my neck on the line to protect you. Do you have anything that might help with that behind the counter? You want something for free? Yeah, this leads to so many more, like, interesting things. It puts so much more stuff into context if it's, like, you're actually having to, like, fight to earn, you know, this stuff. Because, honestly, just a dice roll for charisma is so boring. But being able to actually get it into the gameplay loop like this is wonderful. Honestly, it's truly wonderful. Let's see. Alright, so maxed out composure. I say maxed out. We have as much as we need. God, fast talk, spend one influence. I mean, that gains us a bunch of influence, but I don't want to destroy this. I want to use that for later, although now might be worthwhile, depending on what item she gives us. Apply 4 composures to all your arguments. Alright, it's just fast talk. That'll do, and I'll threaten her. Alright. Alicia has her doubts. Ah, someone to talk to. Yeah, hi. Oh, a spoon. Eccentricity. She's eccentric, apparently. All cards have a random cost between 0 and 2. Wow, that is really fun as a mechanic. But it affects me. Oh, what? Is this good or bad? I don't know. Let's see. Oh my word. This is so silly. Enforcement, I'm pretty sure... Oh no, that used to cost 1. Okay, so that's not the same. Okay, so let's do this. That's for every stack of influence, but what can you do? I think we probably need to destroy that, you know. I feel like we probably do. This is so silly. That lets us draw a card. So, let's do it. Tactical Mind. Draw 1 extra card at the start of your turn. Alright. That gives us more composure, but lets us draw more cards. Quick Thinking. Improvise a card. Alright. Draw 2 cards, expend... Incept 2 vulnerability. Alright, let's do that. That disappeared. What is happening here? Do I have too much stuff? Is that what's happening? I've been drawing so many cards. Spend 1 influence. I don't have any influence. But I can do some damage at least. I think I need to destroy this thing. This is so silly. Okay, let's do that. And, oh, might be able to hit it with that. Without the bonus damage, so let's try it. Oh, I did. Good. Okay, now things cost what they're supposed to. Now let's get some inspiration. Excellent. Oh, right, yeah, we have to attack with that. I always forget that's an attack. It's so good to have that. Okay, good. Good. That was a nonsense turn. I love it. It was definitely eccentric. That is a really funny card to have. Because she's eccentric, you don't know how much, you know, how much effort you have to do to sort of... It's harder to have common ground. So some things that, you know, normally are like a long thing to explain, she totally gets, right? I think that's kind of the point there. Which, again, I think is really good. So let's threaten her. You better listen close. Ooh, hell yeah. Smarts, please. I got a bunch of smarts and some vulnerability. But, you know, that's okay. And... could draw 3 cards, huh? Yeah, let's just do that. I have a bit of composure now. I'm on your side. Oh, have some vulnerability. Classic. Okay. And we're hitting her because we have influence, and that thing attacks for all of our influence, which is hilarious. Spend 1 influence, do bonus damage. I mean, there's fast talk there. Threat and disappeared. How is that happening? All resolve loss is increased by 1. Remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. Alright. So they're going to attack that. Fine. Really not a problem. No, can't use that, sadly. Let's use this as well. There we go. Job well done. Here's how it is. Pick a negotiation card. Lose 1 influence. Again, useless, useless. 1 chosen card in your hand. Oh, expend a chosen card in your hand, then apply 5 composure. Okay, so that means removes a card with the rest of negotiation, but we get 5 composure. Is that worthwhile? I don't know. I might just go for the money on this one, actually. Yeah. I know, weird. Fast talk, we can upgrade. That will be destroyed. I hate that. I hate that. I feel like you earn better cards and then you just throw them away. Although, I don't know, 6 damage is pretty good. Spend 1 influence. This card costs 0 to play. See, that's not useful. Yeah, that's really the options, huh? Can I check back later? Do you think it'll change? I'll find out. You want me to succeed, don't you? Fine, you can pick 1 thing from my stock. Awesome. 2 copies of Hasten. What does Hasten do? Gain 1 action. Ooh. That's cool. And it's got Replenish, which means you use that, you gain an action and a card you can then use with it, which is kind of cool. And it gives you 2 copies of that at the draw pile. Oh, this battle card's really good too. Apply 6 Mending, which at the start of your turn, heal an amount equal to Mending and reduce Mending by 1. That's really good. So that's like regeneration, essentially. It does get destroyed, obviously. It all does. And unless you draw another card too. That sounds super useful to me. I'm going to go with that. That's huge healing. That is huge healing. That is the sort of thing where we're going to end up with more health at the end of the fight. That's what it feels like. And there we go. We got it for free. It's the most expensive thing too. Alright, we're not ready. We want to talk to him first. Word is Leaky makes money on the side, stooging for dead brokers and keeping the Derricks well stocked with labour. The Jirackle looks you up and down in suspicion. So I'm going to ask him to help defend us. But what's really amusing is I'm pretty sure this bandit here, I reckon he's scoping out the joint and he would be in, like, part of the fight. He would be in the battle, right? He would join the fight, but he's intimidated by us because we've beaten him up before, so he's not going to join. So that's one of those great things where just how we have, like what we have done in the past is now being organically, it's like organically affecting the world we're in, you know? It makes it feel believable. Because like this guy doesn't want to fight us, he's fought us before, it doesn't end well. So he's not doing it. You know? He's going to be the lookout, he's going to scope out the joint, but doesn't mean he's getting involved, because he doesn't want us to kill him again. Well, not kill him again, but, you know, be in a position where we could, because he knows we could. So, I think it's really cool. I think that's really amazing. Like, the characters evolve as you play. So, let's convince him to join. So, Leaky. So, how about those bandits, eh? Don't you start on me, too. I don't know how to. I only took this job because... Give me 1 good reason to stay and risk my life for this job, huh? I'll give you 3. Alright then. So... I'll give you 2 things. I will beat you within an inch of your life. You bum. So yeah, we have no way of negating that damage, which is very annoying actually. We got the short straw, for sure. We really drew the short straw with that hand. No defensive ones, we can put out like additional bonuses that'll help us next turn. None of that. None of that at all. Although somehow we do have a bunch of composure now. Why do we have composure now? It's because there's a cat there. What? Crafty, intense, and target previews are hidden. Well, that's a bother. Okay, could gain influence. This will give us another fighter for the fight, right? So it makes me think that this is probably worth using now. So let's try it. Let's try it. And now, I can smash this. Excellent. And let's get some more inspiration. Tasty. Oh, yeah, that's an attack. My bad. And finally, let's get another couple of composure so he can't hurt us. And it'll let us draw more cards, which we're not using. Although that would have been great to have, because... that's the one per influence. Oh, Enforce would be so good. We've got 4 influence right now. We'd be beating the crap out of him without even doing anything. Gutted. Why are we still talking? Because you haven't decided to do what I'm telling you to do yet. That's why. More smarts. Ooh, he's attacking a bit of everything, huh? He's attacking a bit of everything. So, let's gain smarts and vulnerability. He's going to do more damage, which sucks a bit, but that's okay. Because we're going to give everything a bunch of composure. Why did I sound like the Count? Well, no idea. And then we could put more composure on with that last move, knowing that we have plenty of influence, which we will be doing damage with. No, we won't, because that went away. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Or do we not have that card? No, that card went away. I'm being an idiot. That's really good too, Tactical Mind. Genuinely really good. Apply 3 composure, draw a card. Let's do that. Screw it. That'll do. We'll get him this time. Why is he taking damage? I'm confused. I feel like we are countering him somehow, and I'm not really sure how. Yeah, really not sure, but oh well. This should... Yeah, we've got him. We've got him this turn. And that again, because we've got influence. There we go. Excellent. Pick a negotiation card. Overbear. That's not a bear. Attack a random enemy argument once for each enemy argument. Oh, that's quite clever. It's quite a cool one, actually. If you have a bunch of arguments, that really helps you whittle them down, which is quite smart. Plead is rubbish, that's rubbish. Oh, I almost don't want to get Overbear, because the sort of thing it is, because it's very hostile. But I guess if they're going to come out with a bunch of arguments, then we're not going to, we're going to show we are not wasting our time with all these random issues, alright? Keep it on the issue that we're discussing. Stop trying to confuse me with all this tripe, okay? You talk to me about what we're talking about. Right now. Yeah. For I am the Overbear. Alright, so, enforcement. Sorry, it looked glowy. I thought that was upgrade. It's just this one. Is it going to be the same options? Yeah, it is. I don't want to spend influence, but I also don't want to destroy the card. Because Fast Talk is like my main attack card. But I guess that's the point of it being a rogue-lite, That's kind of the point. So, I do this destroy one. I'll see if I can pick up some more random attack cards like this later. And thirdly, look at Alicia. Look at that face. Is that a face that can handle another betrayal? Or is that the face you want to hold gently? And I promise you'll always be there for. Oh, well, okay, I'll stay. I don't want to abandon Alicia. Or anyone. I wouldn't want to abandon anyone. He only took the job because he had a crush on Alicia. That's adorable, and I love it because it didn't spell it out. Alright, they kind of spelled it out. But also, like, they didn't spell it out. They didn't say, I only took... he didn't finish the sentence that he was going to say, right? He didn't finish that thought. He's just like, yeah, you get it, I get it, we'll get it. So it's nice. So yeah, I love that. I love that he's intimidated. That's so good. And we got some free stuff in order to help defend the place, and we even have a soldier to help us. And that was all done using gameplay mechanics. It's so good. I was so impressed by this game. So, yeah, I'm so impressed that I'm going to end this episode. Yeah, that's right. I'm too giddy. I need to have a lie down, and so I don't hyperventilate. No, actually, it's because it's been half an hour. And for once, I actually kept an eye on the time, so I didn't go over. So, sorry guys, if you were looking for the usual 35-minute episode. No, it's a 30-minute episode, unless I keep talking, as I am wont to do. So guys, if you enjoyed this, then please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.